today, we just released the first version of Personal Intelligence PAI, the world's first floating AI agent, always accessible while maintaining your existing context and workflow. Since the emergence of generative AI, all of AI companies have evolved in one direction: more powerful, faster, more capable of doing more on a single screen. But paradoxically, despite the rapid evolution of large language models, every AI experience today remains trapped inside the ChatUI box. ChatGPT, Claude Gemini, the names differ, but the structure is the same. The user stops what they're doing, opens the tool, writing complex prompts, receives a response, and returns to the original tasks. This generates fast fatigue of tab switching, and this friction creates two critical failures that no current product has addressed. The first is context experience. Current AI is blind to your live workspace, so you need to write your prompt manually. And the second is a prompt barrier, a new inequality where the quality of the AI answer is proportional to the quality of the user prompt. This means those who cannot prompt are left behind. Simply put, experts can use AI effectively, but people who don't understand AI cannot fully utilize the power of AI. So we built the first version of Personal Intelligence PAI, which designed from a key proposition. AI should not be a destination that users travel to, but a layer that resides within the work environment. This is not the addition of a feature. It is a structured redefinition of how AI exists within the human work world. PAI exists as a floating layer of all applications seamlessly. Regardless of which application is running or which file is open, PAI is always up with it. Activation is immediate. There is a context switch. The user does not have to stop what they're doing. This is what we define as the revolutionary AI interface. The revolutionary AI interface is not simply a matter of fast access. It redefines the collaborative relationship between AI and humans. PAI is the first invention to move AI from the category of tool into the category of interface layer. Not the users approach AI, but AI already present within the user's workspace. The effect of this directional shift is a marginal improvement in convenience. It changes the behavioral pattern by which humans use AI together. So, how is it possible to execute PAI without any user prompt? PAI utilizes this floating interface. PAI can actually read and understand the context of your active screen in real time. So if you want to use PAI, all you have to do is just one click on PAI over that screen. So when you click PAI, it starts to analyze your current context in real time and proactively suggests a bunch of smart actions. Another massive strength of PAI is that it proactively reviews and suggests scenarios based on your current context, and then can actually execute your agentic actions for you. For example, it can transform contextual Excel datasets into professional presentation files with just one click into a single intent-driven action at hyperspeed. There are more use cases and scenarios with using the super intelligence mode and agentic features, like creating videos, images, documents, coding, whatever it is. You can use it on top of an application anytime, tailored exactly to what you need. Now, here's a really important point. In an industry racing toward full automation, PAI has deliberately chosen different paths. Recent security breaches and hallucinations failures its autonomous agents have proven that total handover is premature and dangerous. PAI's architecture is built on mandatory decision layer, a structured guarantee that the human is always the final authority. Nothing happens unless you approve it. Also, you can review PAI suggestions with logical perspective. You can check the transparent reasoning including in each suggestions. If you want to get even more diverse ideas from there, you can just click Auto Prompt button. This automatically drafts a follow-up prompt, and if you approve it, it moves right onto the next set of suggestions. If you don't click Approve, there is zero chance to action will. And of course, if you want to add more detail to the action, you can always jump in editing the reasoning and prompt. What's even more awesome is that this entire agent workflow happens inside the secure sandbox infrastructure, completely isolated from your local environment. You don't need to grant in any deep OS level permissions at all. Simply put, it doesn't have file writing permissions, so there is absolutely no risk or it destroying your local file system or assets because of a hallucination. It's completely safe. Plus, all your data is encrypted and managed securely. For decades, productive potential has been throttled by the keyboard. Our thoughts move at lightning speed, yet our expression is bottlenecked by manual character entry. PAI breaks this with intent-driven inline suggestions, not just autocomplete, but a predictive layer that anticipates intent and proactively generates words, full sentences, and entire paragraphs aligned with your voice. Whether writing a long report or complex code, PAI will stay ahead of your fingertips. We are moving toward an era where perfect communication is possible without the constraints of the keyboard. With PAI, you minimize type, you simply approve your thoughts. Our goal is clear, to open an era where we communicate perfectly even without keyboard one day. Everyday knowledge workers run in unstructured texts, long reports, fragmented data, endless lists. PAI doesn't just read texts, it sees through to the underlying structure. Now with PAI, you can simply drag and throw it to PAI. Instantly, raw data becomes a dynamic table, an infographic, a high-fidelity image, or a narrative video contents. Now you can focus your time on interpreting data, not organizing it. A true superintelligence must function as an extension of your memory. PAI's personal storage mode provides instant memory load access to your entire OS. Wherever you are on top of any application, your most used intellectual assets are one click away. Your personalized intellectual assets, for example, every text, snippet, phrase, template, analysis, and even a personal library becomes an active, loadable extension of your working memory. Wherever you are on top of any web, instantly load your most frequently used intellectual assets. Now you can efficiently dedicate your brain capacity more to creation, not just memory. The PAI we unveiled today is more than just a product launch. It is the process of a dream where all humans can fully get help from AI without inequality. In the world we are building, AI advancement ensures that anyone with will can become an expert. We are already researching even more advanced execution capabilities for our upcoming versions. This is just the beginning of our journey to amplify human potential. Welcome to the era of PAI. Welcome to your personal superintelligence.